Hey guys, my name's Devin, and I just have a few questions. Do you ever find yourself looking on the University of Kentucky's campus and wondering where you can find parking or where the parking spots are at? Because a lot of people do, and the parking issue at the University of Kentucky is definitely an issue. And while the University of Kentucky is definitely no stranger to requests of more parking, there are a few things that they could do. The university is actually currently putting in new parking, but it's for the employees and not the students. They're actually relocating the students to the R7 parking garage. According to Sarah George in the article New Employee Parking Lot Open, Lot of Changes for South Campus, two R3 residential locations are in the process of being turned into employee lots, and then allowing those R3 parking spaces to park into the R7 parking structures. Now, you may ask yourself, how does that solve the problem? It doesn't, and that's why I recommend adding new parking for students rather than just the employees. I think that based on how much room the campus has to offer, they could easily do this. I think that the University of Kentucky could add a new parking structure between the 90, which is the dining hall on South Campus, and the Johnson Center, which is a recreational facility. According to the University of Kentucky's interactive map, there should be more than enough room to accommodate more parking between these locations. In fact, there is a road right next to the area, so it would be easily accessible by those who wish to park there. If you're wondering if the current parking situation even affects you, I promise it does. As I mentioned earlier, the R3 parking structures are being relocated to the R7 parking structures, which creates a horde of students who have to park in one place. And this not only causes issues with students parking, but it also creates issues with people who just want to park there on the weekends. The R7 parking structure is available to anyone over the weekends, and during the week, it is not. So, to students who want to park there during the week, may find it difficult to find a parking space since there's so many people there with the influx of the R3 parking passes also being allowed to park there. On the weekends, it may be even more difficult to find parking spaces due to people who normally don't park there during the week parking there. As a current student who is parking in the R7 parking garage, I've talked to several people who normally park there with their R7 parking passes, and they do not like the change. According to Megan Parsley, in an interpersonal conversation with her, she stated, "This parking situation makes me want to die." This is just a single person of many who is fed up with the lack of parking around campus and wants change. With the new proposed idea of a new parking structure for students between the 90 and the Johnson Center, it would majorly impact students who are seeking more parking around campus. It will provide an area for more students to park that isn't too far from Central Campus, which not only would help them to be on two classes on time, but would also not be too far from their dorm if they choose to live on campus. Here is the location of the proposed idea, and here is where it will be built. Overall, I think that the idea of adding a new parking structure to counteract the repurposement of the current parking lots being replaced would not only benefit students who are being relocated, but also those who are having to deal with repercussions of the relocations while allowing for more employee parking.